I don't know if you guys saw it, what this is all about, but it's the 25th annual African American Reading. They do it all across the country for the entirety of the Black history. The whole purpose of the African American Reading is just to put a spotlight on African American authors, having the African American community look for literacy during February, and also so that it become a prominent thing to do in the month of February. I found out about this literally a week ago. I had no clue they were going all around the country doing readings, and it could be as simple as something like this, where only a few people get together at a bookstore or even at a library or at your house to worship and just get together and read or talk about whatever's going on in the community that's like impactful right now. So I'm just thankful for you guys coming out today. I would like for everybody to participate. Now, you want to start us off?
And I'll be brief. Since we have other readers here. My name is my pen name is Raining Deer, and I write. I've written 3 books, published. This first one that I'm going to read a little excerpt from is called Tea Time, a Rites of Passage Manual for the Adolescent Female, and it is about rites of passage for females that has been practiced through Native American and African cultures. And I used my pen name Raining Deer to honor my Native American ancestors, because when you see me, you automatically know I look like my African ancestors. But when you hear the name Raining Deer, then you know there's another set there. So to walk in balance, I honor both sides. So I'm just going to read briefly, just a little excerpt from Tea Time. When we open up to the concept that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, then we realize that rites of passage connect earthly beings to the spiritual realm in a way that allows for a natural interaction between the two. In traditional cultures, there is no separation. The spiritual aspect of life is as important as the physical, and we must always take that into account. In fact, among the Dagara people of West Africa, a person has a double, meaning an unseen body or other side of the person. Diviners know how to communicate with that part of someone. But when there has been an extreme trauma in people's lives which cause great emotional distress, they sometimes get separated from their double. Though their physical body is there and can speak and function like any other, albeit often in somewhat of a violent or confusing manner, their double is missing, and the diviners have to find it and reconnect them.
First of all, my name is Todd Evans. I'm an author, poet, and I also am an actor. I can remember my mother telling me the story of Jonah and the whale. But I used to laugh because I was young and dumb, and I thought that it was a fairy tale. My parents named me Todd, but my stage name is the Son of Black. But for 40-something years, I just couldn't figure out why my arms were too short to box with God. So I kept on swinging anyway, not worrying about what God had to say, and just like Frank Sinatra, I had to have it my way. But I kept running into brick rock hard behind walls. I'd bounce back and I'd feel like I was 2 inches small. I was losing from the things that I was choosing. I was losing jobs, money, brain cells, and friends. And then I'd pray to God and I'd ask God, when is this going to end? Sometimes I'd even try to die. I'd sit back and cry and I'd ask the Lord why. And God would say, son, maybe because you kept on getting high. But I wouldn't die and I'd live instead, but I'd be walking around like the walking dead. And all along I could hear God's voice in my head saying, listen, son, I'm calling you. Listen, son, I have a purpose for you. Listen, son, I have something that your behind is going to do. Now don't frown, don't make that face. That's how God talks to me up in this space. He said, yes, I let Jonah go in that well. Yes, I let you go to those institutions. And yes, I let you go to those jails. Because you were living your life in a way that's bound to fail. Kept going out, coming back in, living your life in a way where you could never win. He said, your life is yours, but your purpose is mine. If you follow my will, son, you'll do just fine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yolanda L. Robinson, and thank you for having me. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Classic Bookstore. Thank you to all the other authors. I don't know how I'm going to follow that act right there. You know, I'm a radio host. I have a couple of radio shows, TV shows. I'm a new author. I have 2 organizations, Living a Powerful Life / In Her Shoes, where I do a lot of different things in the community. And so I'm really excited about that. I went from homeless to homeowner. And so I kind of been out, you know, in the belly of the beast, you know, you want to say, you know, being a survivor, coming back around and, you know, finding your true self. And a few years ago, my mother passed away, and I decided to write a book. And the title of my book is Don't Be Bitter, Be Better. And it's about, you know, taking life trials and just turning them around for yourself. You know, making life better for who you are and not worrying about where you come from, you know, who else is in the room, you know, or anything like that, you know. And there's a lot of different reasons, you know, why people, you know, may become homeless, you know, may not want to go to school. There's a lot of different reasons why. And I can say that I grew up in a beautiful home, loving parents, you know, graduated from a really good school, you know, did all those things, you know, travel and all those things, but I still ended up being homeless, you know. And, but I still went to work every day. I still traveled, you know, and I actually, when I was homeless, I had children. And my kids went to school every day. They graduated with high honors. You know, we went on vacation. And you may say, yeah, I thought you said you were homeless. Well, I was. But I don't have any bills. I didn't have any rent to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took that money and I still showed my kids that there's a life out there, you know. And we just got back last night from Florida, you know. Like, hey, I booked a trip on Friday. Let's go away. You know, it's cold. Let's get away for a couple of days, you know. And that's what life is about. It's not about, you know, being able to say, I have, you know, this and that, you know. It's about who you are and how you can make your life better and how you can encourage someone else when they're feeling down. So I wrote this book, How to Get Lemonade Out of Lemons. And like I said, I've been through some things. And you don't have to sit and say, you know, all the things you've been through, but you say you've been through some things. And I could say my bad things were poor choices. You know, maybe hanging around the wrong people, you know, doing the wrong thing, you know, but it wasn't, I don't know, I can't really say what it was. It wasn't drugs or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? It was just me, you know, having so much. Sometimes you can have a whole lot and you can grow up with so much, but you still want to go over to the other side and see what's going on over there. Like, what are they doing over there? They having a lot of fun over there. Let me go over there and see what I could do. And trust and believe, when I got on that other side, I wanted to hurry up and get back to the other side. But sometimes there is no gate to get back in. Sometimes when you go to the other side, that door closed. So you're over there. You want to be over here? So guess what? Let's play. And that's what I had to do.